Okay, it's me, Wildest Gameplay, and I just want to make you guys aware of what it is to defend against long passes. They can be very, very frustrating, and obviously through watching this you'll see ways to benefit from your long balls as well, but also at the same time learning how to defend long balls. So I hope this is useful to you. Okay, I know from experience that you play against someone every now and then who their only way of attacking is through long balls, long passes and lob through passes, and it does start to get on your nerves. You know, it's not something you want to deal with every single game. They get a lot of goals like that, headers, knockdowns and then finishes. Often they'll just, as soon as they get the ball, they're looking to turn, spin and launch it over the top. They don't care if it's going to anyone, they just look to turn and smash it over the top. And this video is just going to give you a few tips on how to avoid that and counter these sorts of things. When you're defending a long ball, try and win the second header. The first header is not always as vital, but the second ball, or the ball where the ball lands, is more important in my opinion. They're not going to score from the first header, you want to control where the ball lands. When you're defending a cross, you don't always need to win the ball from the first header cleanly. As long as you can get the ball second time and clear it, you're going to have a better chance of defending anything coming back. So just clear it, second attempt, it's fine. Now when you see the person's about to play a long ball, drag your defender backwards as far as possible to predict where the flight of the ball is going to go. This I find always helps because you're able to just dominate the player in the air. As long as you win the ball at the second attempt, it's fine. But when the play ends and the ball is on the ground, if you have it, you're on the right track. As I said, you've got to drag your defender in the direction where you think the ball is going to go. If you win the ball the first time, great. But in this situation you win it first time and I won it second time. With these types of long balls, you can always use your goalkeeper to come and mop up any of those type of creeping passes. When you can get to the first ball, great. Even better when you can win the second ball here. So I mopped it up the first time to get rid of the danger, and then I've won the second ball to header it down. From the clearance, you've won the header or the ball and you directed it to one of your own players instead of towards the opposition. From this clearance, I didn't win the first header, but I made sure I got to the loose ball. Picking up the loose ball is what you want to do, alright? You missed that ball, but you got the loose ball. Job done. Sometimes winning the first ball is actually a bad thing to do. Like here, Vermaelen wins the ball, but he's in a bad position that he's not able to control it. And when that happens to you, sometimes it might be better for you to leave it and then deal with it at the second attempt, because he's messed it up and then he gets through on goal, all from a careless long ball. I've cleared the long ball, but because I've tried to get rid of it completely at the first attempt, it's gone straight to an opponent and he's had a chance to go and have a shot. So if I decided to actually control the ball or header it to my own teammate, I wouldn't have been disadvantaged from that. Okay, the defensive header here is really good because it's literally just a header to his teammate, a knockdown, so he can control it. He's won the first ball and he's won the second ball. Well done again. Here you can clearly see that the defender fails to win the first ball. Also, he fails to win the second loose ball, and that puts him under pressure. Whereas if he had put less emphasis on winning the first ball and tried to mop up the loose ball, he wouldn't have been at a disadvantage from that. Okay, from this situation, the clearance comes, and instead of trying to press forward with the ball, I control it and deal with the long ball by cushioning it towards my teammate, rather than trying to go gung-ho. That long ball was effectively dealt with. I win the first ball, but I don't mop it up on the second attempt, and that was just stupid. I should have controlled got rid of the ball instead of putting myself under pressure and putting it back into the danger area. Again here, the ball comes in and okay, I didn't get it at the first attempt, but I mopped up the loose ball and I was able to clear it easily. The really important thing of stopping long balls is stopping it at the source. You realize the person's going to go for one of those long balls and you clamp him as soon as you see it coming, okay? Okay, two very, very good examples of winning the first ball and the second ball for that defender, and then here not winning the first ball and then able to win the second ball. So here doesn't win the first ball but wins the second ball and is able to clear it in his own time. well played from that long ball. Again, you can see here, just instead of going for some crazy clearance, he just cushioned it back to his other teammate. In this example, the defender fails time and again to deal with the first ball and the loose ball. Here, he might not be able to win the first ball, but he could have done something about the second ball. So it leads to more attack. Here again, he might not have been able. He won that first header, but wasn't able to win the second header or the loose ball. So he was under pressure once again. Here, he won the defensive header, but he didn't win the resulting headers. The resulting headers is what is to be emphasized. Here, the defender wins the first ball, but doesn't win the second ball. From that ball, fair enough, it's lost, and he's able to go on the attack. With this long ball, the defender wins the second ball and is able to clear it, and his teammate wins the second ball. Also, in these sorts of examples, the goalkeeper is expected to step up and get in there. Another long ball, and the defender doesn't win the first ball, but he wins the second loose ball, and that is what's important, the second loose ball. Not the first one so much, but the second ball is much more important than the first ball, because they can do a lot more from the second ball. Here, he wins the first ball and he wins the second ball. So, the final points to consider when defending long balls is to always predict where the ball will land, predict the movements of the ball after the player makes contact with it. Whether it's your player or the opponent's player who makes the contact with the ball when it's in the air, try your best to anticipate where the ball will drop, what area it's going to go in, and you can get rid and get to the second ball to control it, pass it, dribble, whatever you have you, because the first ball is not always important. The most important thing is winning the second ball. Not often can someone do anything with the first ball unless it's a clear-cut volley. Unless it's a clear-cut volley, you have a chance at winning the second ball. Go for the second ball, and I guarantee you will have more success when dealing with these long, pesky lob through balls. They're fucking annoying, let's be honest. So, if you'd enjoyed this video and you think it's good, go ahead and stay tuned for some more.